to this week's video. Thank you for joining me again. Happy Wednesday, as I like to say. This week, we have been talking about something that's a little bit controversial, I guess. I've been talking about body shaming and self-love, but I've been talking about body shaming in the way that we do it to ourselves, and that each time we do this, we're allowing other people to do it too, okay? And what I mean by that is every time we say something negative about our own body, we're basically justifying it. We're justifying the fact that other people can say things that are negative about us too. And I mean, whilst in reality, a lot of us will be more negative towards our own bodies than we would ever be to anybody else, there are things that go around. Today's social media is, huge. And I see a lot of Fitspo memes or, fitness memes. And whilst some of them are amusing and some of them are okay, there are some that really just set up this very unrealistic idea of what we should be trying to achieve, or how we should be looking, or comparing a normal person to a perfect person. And it sets up this unrealistic idea of what we should be trying to achieve, right? And it's like, if you're on my email list, I sent you an image this week, and I refuse to share it on social media because I just think I don't know, it really irritates me. But this image was of a woman it was two women poolside, one woman looking perfect and one woman looking disheveled, right? Her swimsuit was kind of falling off. She'd obviously had jumped in the pool or whatever it is, and the woman who was looking perfect was just standing there. She hadn't been in the pool, right? Her skin was dry. There was, And the tagline on this image said, "This is why we squat," because the lady who looked perfect had a very round bum, right? She had a very round bum. Both of women had an amazing figure, yet this image was depicting that the woman who looked disheveled, the woman who had been having fun and potentially jumping in the pool, was less than perfect, and that she didn't work out. Well, this really got to me because I've worn a bikini once in my life as an adult, right? As an adult female, I've worn a bikini once because bikinis aren't really a big deal. I know a lot of people work towards a bikini body. That's just not even on my radar. It's just not the end of the world for me. I don't really care. But that time that I wore a bikini, I was really, really conscious of my body. I was very uncomfortable. I was very slim, but I was very, very conscious of how I looked. I was very concerned that people would be looking at me and judging me and saying, like, how the hell can she wear a bikini? She's not slim enough. She has stretch marks. She doesn't have a flat stomach. All that kind of stuff, right? That we create these situations in our head when in reality, nobody probably gave a crap. Nobody was probably looking at me at all. They're probably too busy enjoying themselves. But I spent so much time focused on this that I couldn't be comfortable, that I couldn't enjoy the fact that I was wearing a bikini, that I put in so much effort and work into my body, that I felt comfortable enough to do it. Now, the idea, there's lots of people write about, bikini body. How do you get a bikini body? You put on a bikini on your body and then you done it. And yes, that's true, right? Bikini body doesn't really mean anything. We've set it up to mean that it means a flat stomach and six-pack abs, and then it means your skin is like tanned and perfect and, flaw-free. Well, that's not really real, is it? So whilst I appreciate women saying that you get a bikini body by just sticking a bikini on your body, it's also not that simple, and a lot of us don't feel like it's that simple. Now, the idea that these memes go around and that other people in the fitness industry share them really frustrates me, because I feel like, as somebody in this industry, I am here to motivate and support other women. I'm not here to tell you that if your body doesn't look perfect at poolside, that you're not achieving your goals, right? I'm not here to tell you that if you have not got the biggest, roundest butt, that you are not squatting enough. It's like, that's not why I squat. I squat because I enjoy it. I squat because it works the muscles that I want to work. I enjoy lifting heavy, and that's why I do it. I don't do it so that I can wear a bikini and then make other women feel worse about themselves. That's not my intention at all, ever. And the fact that other people in the fitness industry would like this image, or that they go, oh yeah, and the fact that it even motivates other women really bothers me, because if you are motivated by this kind of image, if you're motivated by the fact, okay, so a lot of us are motivated by the fact, oh, if I squat, I'm going to have this body. Right, first of all, that's not really true. This person is probably a model. This person is not necessarily going to have anything in no similarities to your body. So the idea that you're even trying to achieve that is just crazy. You should be improving on your own body and not shaming your body or comparing it to somebody else, right? A long time ago, I quit comparing my body to other people. I stopped wishing that I had this person's legs or this person's body or this person's hair or this person's eyes or mouth or nose or whatever it might be, right? Because the reality is it's never going to happen. Even with surgery, it won't happen, and I don't want to go through that, and I don't want to spend my days being miserable thinking that I'm less than perfect because I don't have that person's face or body. I can admire other women, right? Don't get me wrong, women who are in the industry and have amazing figures, I can admire their bodies for how hard they work and how good they look. But at no point do I want to sit there and say, I want that. If I want to achieve what they're achieving, that's fair enough, but I'm not going to sit there and look at somebody else's body and say, I want that body. I would have done a few years ago, right? But all that happened was when I had what I thought I wanted or needed, it wasn't what I expected. It was less than perfect because my idea of perfection wasn't me. You see, the idea of perfection has to be within ourselves. We have to be the perfection that we want to achieve, and then we can improve ourselves from there. Constantly looking outside of yourself, looking at other models and looking at other people, women in the industry, and wanting to be like them. If you want to have more confidence, that's fine. Right? If you want to get into a gym and lift weights, that's fine. If you want to eat better for your body and you want to learn how to do that, all of those goals and all of those things are attainable, they are achievable. But trying to move your body and put it to somebody else's, that's not realistic. And if your idea of perfection is not within yourself, it's game over. Seriously, because it's like, if we constantly spend this time being negative towards our own bodies, then our body isn't going to do anything for us. Our body is not going to, everything you say, you hear. Every time you are negative towards yourself, you hear it. And you are allowing other people to go out there and do that. Maybe not directly, but every time one of these Fitspo images appears on social media and is shared, you're allowing people to think this is what realistic looks like, right? There are people in the industry, yes, who have amazing hard work and amazing figures. They work hard for that, and I don't take that away from them. Do I want to look like them? No. Do I want to improve my body? Yes. Do I want to be my own version of perfect? Yes. But I don't want to work towards achieving somebody else's body. Okay, I feel like it got a little bit heated there. It's just, I don't know, I feel like it's just something that in the industry, there are people that still push it. There are people that still flaunt the idea of perfection. There are people that flaunt the idea that we should be working out to make other women feel bad. And it's just not my game, right? I am here to support and motivate other women. And if somebody ever came to me and said, I want to have your body, I'd be like, no, well, you can't. It's mine. But you can have your own and we'll work towards it being amazing, right? So, yeah, I feel like there's too much perfection imagery in this industry. And I'm here to kind of say that I think perfection is within us. So, what did I learn this week? So, I learned something a little bit different. Being a mother. Being a mother is the most amazing and most stressful thing I have ever been through. In 2.5 years, my emotions have been so everywhere, right? It's been crazy. It's a whirlwind. And I look at my son now and I'm like, where is my baby gone? Like, he's so tall and he's so grown up and he can have like such amazing conversations with you. And I just think to myself, time flies and I do not slow down enough, right? And what I learned this week is that I have many, many goals within my life. I have so many things I want to achieve. But I also want him to be a part of those things. I want him to see that. I want him to understand what healthy looks like. I don't want to constantly be doing things when he's asleep or not around, because then he doesn't see it. And I realized how much life changes. And I know that sounds crazy, because 2.5 years later I should really already be aware of that, but I realized how much life changes and how adaptive we are as humans, how we can adapt to some of the most stressful and biggest changes in our lives. And it's pretty amazing, really. And it's amazing to me that this little person can have such a profound impact on not just me and my husband, but on, other family members. He has such a huge impact on us. And I realised that sometimes you just got to slow down.